Hey guys, welcome to Chef Talk and welcome to my review of Fly Me to the Moon. Fly Me to the Moon was directed by Greg Berlanti and was written by Keenan Flynn, Rose Gilroy, and Bill Kristen. It stars Scarlett Johansson as Kelly Jones, Channing Tatum as Cole Davis, Woody Harrelson as Mo Burkus, Jim Rass as Lance Vespertine, and Ray Romano as Henry Smalls. Fly Me to the Moon has a runtime of 2 hours and 12 minutes. Quick synopsis. Amid dwindling American interest in the Apollo project, Kelly Jones is brought on board with a mission: reignite public enthusiasm for the lunar missions. Her task seems straightforward, but tensions arise when she clashes with Cole Davis, the seasoned launch director for the Apollo program. I have always been fascinated by space. It might be because my name is similar to a famous astronaut and my love of the sci-fi genre. So when I saw that we were getting another movie surrounding the events of the Apollo program, I just knew I had to watch. Even though this movie centers around Scarlett's and Channing's characters, I think the true MVP of this movie was Jim Rash's character. He always seems to play these quirky characters, but never seems to be overdone. And really, with the feeling of this movie overall, he was just like a breath of fresh air when he was on scene. This will probably come across as a nitpick, but truly isn't. Scarlett and Channing's acting was good overall. It just wasn't anything spectacular. I wasn't pulled in and invested in their characters. They both had their moments to shine in this movie, but overall their performances were just good overall. I will have to say the cinematography was really well done and truly made you feel like you were in the 1960s. And not just talking about the set designs and clothing, but it felt like the film was shot how it would have been back then. And this just could be me reading into what I was seeing on screen, but it truly felt like they tried to make it feel like a 1960s movie. And like I said, the sets and the clothes were so well done that it really truly felt like we were in the 1960s. It amazes me sometimes to look back at the past decades and what the fashion trends were then and where we are at now in the current decade and how fashion is. But let's get on to some of my nitpicks of the movie. Pacing. I really thought there were points in this movie where the pacing just slowed down and dragged for a movie that is just over 2 hours long. It felt like there were certain scenes that could have been cut or at least trimmed down to make the pacing just a bit better. And then overall, this and then the story overall, there isn't anything new about the overall story. At its heart, it is a rom-com surrounding the Apollo program. But I felt that even adding NASA to the story didn't offer anything more to the story. And that is my problem with some movies these days, is that they take the story that has been told a million times, but think just because they add a different setting that it is all you need without putting any more thought or effort into it. Overall, even though this is a mix of fact and fiction, Fly Me to the Moon was an entertaining movie, giving you some over-the-top moments. Being set in the Apollo program, the movie did give us some fun and enjoyable moments, but with this being the summer and blockbuster season, I just don't see it getting enough people in the seats. This movie, I think, would have found more success in the spring when there weren't so many movies vying for the audience attention. With all that being said, though, Shep Talk gives Fly Me to the Moon 3 Sheps out of 5. But that is all I have time for today. Thank you guys for watching. And if you haven't done so already, please remember to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It does help my channel out greatly, and I do truly appreciate each and every one of you. But that is all I have time for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.